Hi and welcome.
Hi, kia ora.
Kia ora. We're back in Tauranga.
At the beach.
Yes, so this is our first Tauranga house sit this year.
Yeah, it's terrible, but somebody has
Have
to
to
do it.
do it, exactly. And the humidity is getting the better of me, as you can see. But that's okay. Totally fine.
Yeah, no curse yet. Not as
Mm.
bad as Brisbane.
We're doing all good. And we hope you're doing good too. So, yes, we're having a new video.
Yeah, very interesting topic. I thought I could have, no, I could be ready with the visa stuff, but
Not yet
it's a
ready.
can of worms.
Yeah, it's a huge topic, so bear with us, please. So that's why we're now today here with the topic why house sitting is the perfect thing for you if you are thinking about buying a house.
Yes,
So
really cool.
we found four
So
points. Maybe there are more, but we found four.
let's see. Maybe something more comes up, or you have an idea.
Yeah,
Who knows?
exactly. So the first and of course obvious reason is yep, saving money. Whether you already have a project in mind, you know you want to buy a house and you know where, blah, 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 or if you're still saving for the deposit, house sitting will get you there faster. So really consider it will save you a lot of money if you plan it right and if you do it right. You saw our tips that we gave you. If you want to start with house sitting and stuff that you need to do before you start house sitting in other videos. But seriously, you save a whole lot of money. And we
Yeah,
know people who bought a house because they were house sitting and put all the money that they earned into
yeah.
an account for the deposits.
Yes, they housed it for 5, 6, or 7 years.
Yes,
And just imagine you don't have to pay anything
yes.
uh, for accommodation, for power, for
Internet.
internet. And that's it. So here in New Zealand, that's, I don't know, something between $3,000 and $4,000 a month.
Yeah. So that's the most obvious reason.
The next one is uh, when you try to, or when you house sit in just a city like us. Most of the time when we are here in New Zealand, we are house sitting here in Tauranga. So we now know a lot of places, a lot of locations, a lot of parts of Tauranga that we have never, never ever lived before,
And even considered.
or we don't have any friends there, or even considered because that's a posh place, or that's a rundown place, or whatever.
Or
Um,
also places where we always thought, I'm not sure, I probably wouldn't want to buy there or build there. We lived there and we now know why we don't like it.
yes. So even your bad feelings, so
Yeah,
you know why they're here, and
yeah.
so that is it. So you don't want to live in this place or in this
Yeah.
location
So
in a
you
city.
have the chance to get to know the suburbs better, the areas of your choice better. Or even if you're thinking about moving overseas, you can then trial those parts where you think
Yes,
you want to go.
that's how it started for us. So
Yeah.
it's we thought we should go to Melbourne because Melbourne is our favorite city
Yeah.
in the southern hemisphere, and da 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 da, and there are heaps of millions of jobs, and I don't know. So we started in Melbourne, and we tried to live in a city with nearly 5 million people, and we now know it's not us. So
Yeah.
we can't live in a big city like this, and
No, that's really not us.
yeah, so we are prone to I don't know, like Tauranga or Wellington or
Taranga's home.
these size of cities. So that's how that's what we found out during our house sitting
Yes.
um,
Journey.
journey. That's a good word.
Yeah. And the third reason that we found is you're getting to know more people. And networking is and connections are so important, especially if you want to build a house. So you meet people of all kinds, of all trades, of all backgrounds, and you learn how they built their house. You learn how they finance their house. Maybe you find someone who's a broker, who's a mortgage broker,
Yeah,
and maybe you find a builder, and you also
yeah.
really
We met a lot of builders
yes,
or
and that plays a little bit into
windows.
point four, which Stefan will shortly let you know about. But it's really good because you get to know people, your network is rising, is widening, and the connections are really important if you're living in Tauranga, you know what I'm talking about, connections and building a house. Because it's really with the consents and because of what happened in the past, it's not that easy. So the more you are connected, the more you know before you even start, the better. And this is where house sitting also can give you so much knowledge and insight. And here we are, point four, because
Yes, because you will get a lot of more information, knowledge, insight into houses. Because you will and you are living in a lot of different houses. So like the batch style here in New Zealand, or in a 60 years style house compared to a pretty new one.
hey, there's Chief in the background. Oh, gone
Oh,
again.
gone.
No?
Or a pretty new one house that we have currently, 2 years old, with double glazing and all the fuss what you can get now here in New Zealand,
Yeah.
compared to a house of the 60s, which has single glazing and a lot of holes and a
But
lot of mold.
yeah, but
And
some of them have really charm. So it is really once you live in those different type of houses, then you can start building your opinion. You know, like a clear, clean line like this one has, or a more you know, playful older house that we had like the Christmas the year before. So it's really interesting to live in those different type of
yeah,
houses and find out what you like.
and you can see, for example, how people renovated their house. So made a great house out of a 50s or a 60s
Yes.
batch like house, and which is now on a proper standard in 2020. It's really amazing what tips and tricks you get, even from neighbors and from the guys who own the house, and of course they're very proud about the house, which is, yeah, I would be the same. And they will tell you what are the tricks, and why no double glazing, but a lot of insulation, and so.
So you see, there are really many reasons why you can really benefit from house sitting when you are thinking about buying a house, buying or building a house. So the first was saving money, the most obvious. The second is you get to know the suburbs and the areas of your choice much, much more.
Where's the supermarket?
Exactly. Is it far away or not? Or or like, do you want to live by the sea or not? Number three is really getting to know more people, building up your connections and the network and everything. And number four, Stefan's favorite, getting
Learn a lot about houses
and
in
about
general,
housing in general.
technology,
Exactly.
techniques.
Yes, and your style of house. And this is really the best possibility to live in different houses, live in different suburbs, live with different styles, different people, getting to know different animals if you're thinking about having an animal.
Yeah.
So
It's
really,
just imagine you have this lifestyle for 1 2 years, so you can live in about 20 houses, 20 different houses,
hey, you
different parts of cities.
don't advertise it too much. That you're
Okay,
building up our
sorry.
competition.
Don't do it. Don't do it. No, no,
No,
no.
seriously,
Really.
Stefan is right. You can build up all your connections, all your knowledge, and yeah, and also your bank account. So that's what we wanted to tell you today. We hope you enjoyed that. And Stefan's promising he keeps researching the visa stuff, but
Oh my God,
it's a big topic.
that was a bad promise from myself. But yeah, I'm learning.
Yeah.
In my research.
So, and on Friday we're moving into the next house sit, which will be in
Napier.
Napier. So Clive to be more precise, but Napier Hawke's Bay overall.
Yep.
And we're gonna get some new nice fireside chats from there then.
Yeah, definitely. Hawke's Bay. There will be apple season and pear season and a lot of other stuff. So we are looking
Wine
absolutely
season.
forward to wine season. Oh my God.
I think there's always wine season, is there?
Yeah. There are a lot of wineries around
Yeah.
Napier, so
Yeah, we won't whine about that.
no.
So let's have them let them have a look again at the beautiful water and the beautiful beach. And bye bye.
Have fun.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah. Ciao.